Holla if you need me.
Holler! What is up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about Ole skin. First, we're going to address the way that I say the word Ole. No, I do not pronounce it correctly. Yes, I am from the South. And no, I will not fix the way I pronounce it because I like the way I talk. Okay? 90% of you guys already know that, and you have adapted to my Southern slang. Oh! In today's video, the requests, the tweets, the comments, the posts, I would say majority of my questions is Ole skin. What to do about it, what products are great for, what foundation is great for, what powder is great for, what primer is great for. Constant questions, and it's always back to Ole skin. So I wanted to do a dedicated video and talking about products that are simply great for Ole skin. I have pretty normal skin. My forehead, however, in this area, I just went ahead and set with some powder. You see the Ole already trying to come back? That's not a highlighter. That's a little bit of grease trying to come back. I just put powder on it and it's already trying to play me because I've been hot and working on videos all day long. So sometimes my face gets greasy. And I found quite a few products that has really helped me out with that. Yes, I'm itching my ear right now, and yes, that is kind of gross. And I want to talk to you guys about it. I really want to help you guys out and suggest some things. I do have some drugstore products. I have high-end products, so it's quite a range of things to help you guys out. And yeah, we're going to do that today. I don't have any announcements other than let's chitty chat. I love talking to you guys, so talking videos are always fun. Let's go ahead and sing a little song before we get started. Be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe. And we'll go ahead and jump right in. All right, first things first, I want to talk about a little bit of Ole skincare, and because it all starts with skincare, you know. So I have two face washes that I really like. The first one is by Origins. I recently started using. It is Zero Ole. It is a deep pore cleansing product, and I really feel like in the summertime, especially when it's hot, because we're going through a heat wave right now, I get really greasy, and I really feel like this helps to clean out the pores. And when the pores are clean, I feel like you get less oil. So with that being said, I really have been enjoying this product. I don't feel like it's a gimmick. I truly feel like it works. It is a little bit pricey. It's by Origins, but it is an awesome face wash. Also, I have another one, and now here is the thing about this one. I think it's really good for Ole skin, but at the same time, I think this one is hydrating. So if you feel like your skin is oily but dry at the same time, which is definitely a thing, you know, you still have to give your skin moisture regardless if it's producing grease or not. I like the Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Cleanser. This is a really awesome cleanser. This is my second bottle of it, by the way, from Neutrogena. I keep it in my bathroom and I use it all the time because my skin around my face and stuff will still get dry despite me having Ole patches and having Ole skin. So I've really been enjoying this, and the best thing is it's affordable. So those are two face washes that are awesome blossom. Now let's talk about some moisturizers that are great for Ole skin. I actually have like 90 different gel moisturizers I adore. I'm like a gel moisturizer connoisseur. I highly recommend you getting a gel moisturizer. I cannot tell you how many people have told me that changing from cream to gel moisturizer has saved their skin and saved their life and completely changed the game from them. And I promise you, if you have Ole skin and you can just flip it from cream to a gel, it does not mean you are taking away moisture. It just means you are clogging less pores. A lot of cream moisturizers are heavy. They cause milia, which is the little white clogged bumps, like whiteheads on the skin. It's just too heavy for your skin. Gel moisturizers find that they are so lightweight, but yet give you the same amount of moisture into your skin, leaving your skin looking beautiful but not clogged up, and avoiding breakouts using this. So two of my favorites. The first one is the ginseng one by Origins. Origins again. I didn't realize I was talking about them again, but I've been using this stuff forever. It's so good. Dior also makes a blue one that I've been obsessed with. And then one, they have two at the drugstore I love. I love the Hydro Boost Gel Moisturizer by Neutrogena. I don't have it on hand. I used all that I have. But next up, the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm is a total dupe for Aqua Bomb at Sephora. This is like 100% a dupe, and the Aqua Bomb at Sephora is amazing, like life-changing, but so is this. Is like the exact same thing. And now Garnier Fructis came out with one, again, Moisture Bomb. So if you're looking for an affordable one, I really recommend this guy to you. It can totally change your skin. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, this smells so good. Woo! Smells so good. It even looks like Moisture Bomb in the container. Next, let's jump into makeup. Let's do it. So first, I'm going to talk about some primers first. One that I really love is the Natasha Denona Prime. It is a magic primer. I'm not just making that up, guys. It says magic primer. But it is so good for anti-shine. And I find that, like, that's what I did with a lot of the shine that comes through, especially right here. Girl, I'll look almost wet right there at the end of a day if I don't touch it up at all. But this really helps that. I like to, like, press it into the skin and really massage it in there, like, and then the forehead kind of, like, massage it in. I find that it really holds back the shine. Are you going to be shine free for 9 hours? No, but I find that you have way less shine and you have less shine longer as well. So it helps. It's not a miracle. You're not going to have no shine forever if the rest of your life you use this, but it definitely helps control the shine. Next, Pores No More. This is such a good primer. This is from Dr. Brandt, and it actually absorbs the oil out of your skin, and it works. It also mattifies the skin so well, and it fills in the big pore areas too. So if you're having a lot of texture and big pores on your skin, this will fill it in. It's kind of like a fill-in putty, and then you put your foundation on top of it. So it's like a double whammy. It has all three great things in it. This is such a good product. I want to show it to you. That Natasha one is like white and clear. This one looks more skin colored. And then it just feels very velvety on the skin. You can literally fill in the pores. It's an interesting product, but it works. It also smells very medicated and really strong, but it helps with the oil. I'm telling you, it just helps. Okay. All right, let's talk about some foundation products. I have 3 that I'm going to talk about. I could talk about more, but I feel like 3 is good, so we won't have a 45-minute video. The first one is the new Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. And the thing that I have found about this foundation is if you have oily skin, I find that foundations try to play you a little bit and they'll be sloughing off. It's hard to keep your makeup on whenever it's oily because it wants to slip and slide around. This foundation I remember I wore this foundation for 12 hours. I went to a friend's house, no touch-ups at all. And my friend said, your makeup looks so pretty. You must have just done it to come over here. What are you wearing? And I was like, this makeup is so old. Like, I was like, it's so old. Like, I can imagine what I looked like. And she was like, it looks flawless. And I was wearing this foundation. And I've been wearing it quite a lot lately. And it's just so beautiful. And it will not leave your skin regardless of how oily your skin gets. It will not. It just hangs in there. It's like on your skin. So if you need a long wear foundation that old can't even bust through, this is your guy right here. Also, one of my tried and true favorites I've talked about 15 million times on my channel is the Matte and Poreless from Maybelline. This guy right here is a medium coverage foundation, great for everyday use, and is specifically made for oily skin. I find that it isn't too matte where it looks cakey or fake on your skin. It's just matte enough, and it doesn't control the oil, but it really helps to kick back because of the finish of the foundation. And lastly, I just recently tested this product out, and I kind of sort of fell in love with it. It is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Cushion. This is an oil-free 14-hour wear, oil-controlling, photo-friendly product. This is their new foundation, but it's I would say sheer to medium coverage, very lightweight on the skin, and it made my skin very matte also, by the way. It's just super matte, but it also made my skin look very velvety and beautiful, and it smells really good, and it lasted for a long time. This is specifically made for people with oily skin, and it works. It is so good. All right, so really important when it comes to oily skin is powders. Notice we're talking about a lot of face makeup here, but we're also going to talk about eye primers too, because I know people have oily eyelids. Face primers. All right, face powders. Woo! Idiot. First is the Wilder. The Wilder is such a genius product. I fell in love with this product because actually Glossier contacted me and said, hey, we're coming out with a new powder. We would love for you to try it. And if you watch all my videos, you know in the past they have sponsored me on this product, but this video isn't sponsored on this product. I got to try it out before it even launched, so I couldn't even talk about it while I was trying it out. And I fell madly, deeply in love with the product, and I use it almost every day now. I travel with it the whole bit. They have 3 shades in it. I use the lightest one, it's like light medium. And how I use it, I don't bake or like press it into my skin. I get a little bit on my brush. There's like a net in there. You tap, a little bit goes a long way. Like I'll just go. And then I rub it on my skin. Do you see how soft the skin looks? It literally will turn your skin into pure velvet. Like no matter how shiny it is, it just turns it to straight velvet. Ugh. And you can pop it right on top of your foundation to really lock your foundation in, set it. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't flash back with a camera. It is all around a genius product. Next, another really genius product. The only thing is this one does flash back a little bit, but let's be real. If you are not taking pictures, we don't all do a photo shoot every day with a flash. You'll totally be okay. This is the It Cos... I'm breathing it in. This is the It Cosmetics. This is their Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. And it is some heavy duty-ish. I kind of have it, it's messy. Okay, it's messy. It looks like I'm doing drugs over here. It's not good. But it works. It is Bye Bye Pores. So it is a Photo Finish Micro Powder. And it is super, super, super mattifying. If you're going to be wearing makeup for like 9 hours, you have no chance for a touch-up. Life's tough, man. I get it. You need to get this stuff and put it all over your face because it will lock your makeup down and the oil can barely peep through this. The oil is going to have to fight this like Mayweather and McGregor. That's what kind of battle is going to be going on in your face because this stuff is so freaking powerful. It's almost too powerful for me because my skin's normal in some areas, but I'm talking about if you're dealing with a real oily situation, It Cosmetics has got great products for oily skin, and this is definitely one of them, and I recommend it to you guys. Lastly, if you are tight on a budget and you need a product that works, this is one that I've always just gone to. It is the Rimmel Stay Matte. It's very nice. I actually like to keep this one in my purse, and if my forehead and all is getting crazy, hey, stay there. I'll just whip out a little sponge, little beauty blender, little brush, and just pop this on my skin, and it's very helpful. You can also set your whole face with this after you get done putting on your foundation because it's a lightweight powder and it does not flash back with the camera. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, lastly, oh no, I have a setting spray. This is a new setting spray, I think. I don't know if it's new. Sometimes I just make that up. Is it new? I don't know. Anyways, this is the Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray. Do I feel like this is like a miracle product? No. But I feel like sometimes setting sprays like the MAC Fix Plus or the Tatcha Luminous Dewy, they add dewiness into the skin. And sometimes you're just born with a natural dewiness, and that is called oil. And you don't need all that jazz. So this is something that just does not add that dewiness. It sets your makeup, but it doesn't add that shimmer and shine and glow. It keeps it matte. And I wouldn't say this is like gonna keep you matte all day and fix all your problems. No, but so many setting sprays add a dewiness that you don't need, but this one for sure will not. If I can explain it that way to you guys, and it will help you out. Okay, lastly, I have 3 eyeshadow primers to talk to you guys about. The first one is Missing in Action. Oh, here it is. Okay, the MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. MAC Paint Pots in general, the ones that don't have shimmer in it, are such a tough paint pot that will lock down your eyeshadow. I know oily eyelids is a real thing affecting this world, and we're gonna fix it. Okay, we're gonna fix it today, right here, right now. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and it is game changing. Yeah. Also, these products dry out too by MAC. Sometimes they dry out before you can use it all. I do get like 100 uses out of it. But if it's dry out, don't try to put it on your eyes because then it just gets chunky and really hard to blend out. But this is, it's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing eyeshadow primer that will lock it down and control that oil. Next is the 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer by Smashbox. If you're not into the MAC products, this Smashbox guy right here, girl, it works so good and it's not too tacky. So also your eyeshadows are still very blendable with this product. It's genius and it works. I know so many people that depend on this every single day because it's just a genius product. And lastly, I never talk about this brand, and I feel like this brand's like, I don't know what this brand's doing, okay? But I never talk about them, but I gotta talk about them. The Mary Kay Eyeshadow Primer Base. But let me warn you before you go in on willy-nilly and buying this stuff, it is glue, but oil can't get past it. If you have oily eyelids, the Mary Kay Eyeshadow Base is like the toughest eyeshadow primer on the market. The only double-edged sword I see with it is you might have a little bit of trouble blending out your eyeshadow with it because It's very, very tacky. But old can't get past it. So, I mean, your eyeshadow is going to be good with it. And it's a good eyeshadow primer, you know. So those are that. And that is this. And that is the products that I hope will help you out. As you guys know, everything I mentioned will be listed in the description box down below. So you can just find all that stuff down below. I love you guys to death. I'm so happy you're here with me. And I will see you all in my next video because the video's over. We just ended it kind of abruptly, but it's over. And I love you so much. And I hope you have an amazing day. Subscribe before you leave.